y'all, Courtney Lyons here with Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend, and this is my channel where I have all things diamond painting related, and this is a small shop haul today. So I have 4 different shops for you, and let's go ahead and get into this. So I know I sort of had a small shop haul not that long ago, but it's really was actually just filmed a lot later because of summer. So these are packages that have come over the summer as well, and finally getting to be able to open this. So this first one was Simply Gilded, the second was Yellow Dog Designs, and then this top one right here is ApeJay Designs, and then this bottom one is Enabler's Outpost. It's like the sampler box. Anyway, I don't know if it's available at the moment, but I will check and put that in the description down below for you. So yeah, these are fun and exciting. I'm especially excited for the Simply Gilded because you can see I opened these two. We did get into them with some family, and then the Simply Gilded I haven't opened yet, or the Dreamer or the Yellow Dog Designs. Okay, so what I did get from this ApeJoy company, ApeJoy Designs company. I don't know why that is totally a mouthful for me, but this is a little thank you card that we get from them, which I think is really cute, and I actually might hang on to, and they can use it as a thank you card for somebody else. And then I got 2 things. I got this Baggie holder thing. I'm not entirely sure what it's called, but I will pop that up right here. Actually, I won't. I'll just tell you. It's just Diamond Baggie holder is what it's called. And then this other thing on the right is, it says it right here, yes. Then it's the Diamond Painting Caddy on the right here. And I have actually a lot to say about this as I open this up, because I did have an issue with one of the items, and I have contacted them, and they were super nice and refunded me for one of the items. So let's go ahead and talk about that. We'll talk about the caddy first right here, because that's the one I had an issue with the most. It is really cute, and it's a really interesting design. I think it's very useful. It's just very flimsy. Like here I am picking off like little bits and pieces. They didn't really do much of a finish to this. It's very rough. It has rough edges. It still has like a lot of like the plasticky spiderweb stuff that you get with the 3D printers. You can see it's kind of bent on one side, which it came that way, and it's very easily bendable. But I did try putting things in to see how it would work. I put some drills in here for the trash drills. And then I did put some washi tape right here, because that's kind of what I was excited for, is to kind of have everything for my kit right there ready, that I could kind of interchange depending on which kit I'm working on. But then I noticed that this one it's just super flimsy. I'm like, I'm going to knock that over so many times. So I did not really like this item. But I did talk, and you'll see right here, it's actually starting to break, and it broke so easily because my son ended up getting hold of it later after the middle part broke off easily, just from me like moving it from one spot to the other, and he just like pulled off all these different pieces, and it broke apart so easily. So I'm showing you right here, and this is the Baggie holder, and I'll kind of show you. This is a lot better made. And it's a little bit like some of the pieces in between maybe are a little bit too bendy for my liking, but it works really well, and it's not like you're really going to break it very easily unless you're really squeezing something in there. I don't think so. I think this one is made a lot more, and I was talking to April, which is one of the owners. I think it's a mom and pop shop sort of thing, and she said that this is like a really bestseller. So a lot of people like this, and that the caddy thing was a new one. So I kind of gave her my feedback, and she refunded it. It was awesome of her. So really good customer service. She's answered back really quickly. And then you can see right here, I'm kind of just trying it out. I really wanted this specifically for my Create Love Share kit that I just have in the baggies, because I was working on that the other day, and I was like, it's really hard to find the number that I need, or the symbol that I need. And so I'm kind of showing you, I think I counted, there are 60 of these. I think it's a 60 slot one. So yeah, and I think there's like not that many colors in here. It might be a 41. I don't know. I don't remember now, and I'm not going to count as I'm looking right now, because there's 32 colors. Yeah, it's a 40 slot one, not a 60 slot. So I come back in just a second. Here we go. and I've kitted them all up, and you can see it's coming with the thicker bags. They don't quite fit in there, but it works fine. It really does. Like, I wonder if next time I'd choose something that had thicker insides, but it works great, and I've used it since, and it's so nice. Like, I don't know how I haven't had this before. It makes things so much easier when you're working out of baggies. I really do like this. I did want to point out, I don't know if I show it right now or if I showed it earlier, that the edges are still, oh yeah, right here I show it. The edges are still a little rough, so I would suggest to ApeJoy Create to maybe just make sure to sand stuff down before you send it out. I have sanded it down since, and it's not causing any issues, but at first it was kind of catching on the bags as I was rearranging them, and I was like, oh, I really don't want a hole in the bag. So yeah, take that as you will with this company. I think that they have great customer service, and so companies need to start somewhere and try out somewhere. So they were really awesome, really nice. Okay, sorry, moving on. I am doing an over, whatever it's called, a voiceover. So this is Enabler's Outpost. We hopped over to this one instead. This is their, I think it's on the site. I will definitely link it down below, but it's like their sampler set, and it is Elizabeth, one of the owners. This is Elizabeth, and I'm spacing his name for a second, but these are the owners. That's the picture of them, which is kind of like a little cartoon version of them, which is their logo, and so they added some washi tape to this. But what's cool about this is that the kits that are in here are meant as sampler kits so that you can try out and see if it's the product that you like without getting like a huge canvas, which is such a good idea. And trying the caddy again. I really wanted to like this thing. I just didn't. I mean, I like the idea of it, and I think that they're probably going to take my feedback and, try to make that a better product, because I really like the idea of it. Anyway, so where I was going with that was that, so Elizabeth did the art on this, pause. This is Crafts with Crashly, which is a whole different company that made this release paper, but it has their logo on it, and so they bought it, I'm sure, to be able to put in with their kits. So I think that's really cool. I heard really good things, and I'm excited to try that one out, because I haven't tried their release paper yet, so that's cool. Anyway, Elizabeth did the art for these kits, so it's her own artwork, which is really cool. It did come with like a whole paper of explanations, but there was a discount code on there that they didn't want sharing with others because there's only a limited amount of them, which totally makes sense. So I had it on a video, and then I realized that and cut it out. But yeah, anyway, so this came with only the first 15 purchases. So if you do get on there, I can probably guarantee all of that is gone by now. But these are the Oops trays from Firefly. I honestly couldn't figure out where the Oops was. I think there might have been a little bit unevenness in the back with like the finish. And other than that, it's a perfectly usable tray. But yeah, this is the trash. So this is Firefly. This is the mini Ignite, I think, or something like that. Anyway, this is the little trash bin. You can put the trash drills in, and you just pop it in through the back with your finger, and it pops up. And then that's for holding your pen. And it does have the lid. It does also have a stopper. You'll see it's actually attached to it. It's not something that pulls out, which I like, because then you don't lose it, because I have a tendency to lose my stoppers. I actually have one stopper for one of my things in the, like on the console of my car, and I still haven't brought it inside to use it, and I keep forgetting, and I just remembered just now. I really should go grab that. So I was just kind of showing you how they line up here. I've used Firefly trays before. I really like them, and I have used this since to try it out, and it's really a nice tray. I'm very, very excited about this tray. I like bigger trays in general, but this is great for like a higher confetti kit where you're not going to have a whole bunch of multi-placing. Yeah, it's nice. It's a really nice kit, tray. All right, so the rest, that's the extras that was in here. So let's go ahead and get to the meat of this one, which are these 3 canvases, which are just these adorable snack size canvases. I believe there's one round and one square, and I'll show you kind of what that is. Oh, this is the Firefly thing. I think I show you the QR code in case you want that but I'll have it linked below too. I'll have all of these companies linked below, so you guys can check them out if you want. So these are the 3 artworks. I don't know if you could tell what that first one is at first, but we'll open it up. It's these 4 fat cats looking at a mouse. That one's my favorite. The teddy bear one is just adorable. Teddy bear and a teacup. Anyway, so the top two, I know Elizabeth used something for a reference, and then that, she says this in her thing. The bottom one she used based off of straight from her imagination, which I think is really fun. She included that. So let's open the teddy bear first. I believe this one is square. It could be round. We'll see in just a second. But the canvas is really nice and thick. I'm very impressed with it. This is my first Enablers Outpost. That's the newer one. I have tried Enablers Outpost. I think it's either Enablers Outpost or Aloha, but I'm pretty sure it's Enablers Outpost. It was one of their older kits, and I was still impressed by the quality, but it wasn't hand charted. And I believe now all of them are hand charted, so that's pretty cool. And these, of course, hand charted. And look how cute the teddy bear is. Guys, I am really leaning towards hand-charted kits now. I am not a big fan now of confetti as much as I used to be, although it still has its place. Like, I think it still has, like, a really cool look to it. And I'm so glad so many companies are changing to confetti. Oh, sorry, hand-charting. But, yeah, I'm just taking back, it is poured glue canvases, so I just pull back that, very sticky glue, as you can tell. I pull back the cover so it just straightens out a bit. But let's go ahead and open this. There's a reference sheet, and then there's a sticker sheet. Now the sticker sheet, the stickers are rather big. I mean, for most of my, see right here, here's the sticker sheet. Like, I would probably end up cutting off the DMC code and the number just because I feel like there's not room for it on my storage systems, on any of my storage systems for that. So I'd probably just put the symbol up there. Or at least the symbol of DMC code, that might fit. But, okay, is this the round? I'm trying to see. Yeah, I think this is the round kit. There we go. Yep. And these are supposed to be acrylic rounds and resin squares, but I believe, and I'm not sure, I thought I remembered hearing that they are trying to move to resin rounds. Or are these resin rounds? I'm trying to see. I know it said so on the front, so we have to go back and check. But I was just kind of showing you the general idea. I didn't quite pull it out, but you'll see. You'll probably already have seen it by now. I will go back and check and make sure and see if they are resin or acrylic rounds, and also what they say it is. Because sometimes people will say it's a resin rounds and they're acrylic. So, which is often not their fault. A lot of times it comes from the manufacturer, is something that I've found out. Just dealing with a few different companies. So this is another one. This one is definitely square. Now this one I realized had a mixture of acrylic squares and resin squares. So I'm really interested in that. And I really would like to ask, I haven't had a chance to. So this video will come out first, but I really want to ask Elizabeth about that. I don't know if that was just like a manufacturing thing, or if they're moving over to all resin squares and they just had some acrylic squares left over, which I'm totally fine with as long as they all lay the same way and their same shape and not any issues. So we'll see when I do that one, and you guys will see in a post review. But yeah, you can see right here, these are the squares, and some of them when I noticed, I was like, oh, that's definitely resin, and then this is definitely acrylic. I know it seems like crazy that I can figure that out just by looking at it, but you really can. Once you get the feel of both kinds, you really can just look at it and be like, no, that's resin, and no, that's acrylic. So I could be wrong, but there were actually pretty good signs that there were some of these squares that were acrylic because they had the little divots at the bottom, like the dimples in the back, which doesn't make any difference for laying down. And it doesn't, like, as long as they're the same size and don't have a bunch of tabs on them, then it doesn't make any difference that they have the dimples on the back. But still, they did say resin squares, so I'll talk to them about it, but probably not a big deal. I don't know if, from what I understand, no, I haven't heard of anybody else saying that they have resin or acrylic squares. So, like I said, I might do that one soon and just see. Because I think this owl one is all resin squares. Because this one is squares. Because I think there's 2 squares and the 1 round. And yeah, when I pull this one out, I just come and straighten it, bring it back. I skipped that part. I skipped forward. And yeah, I believe I looked at all these squares and I was like, oh, that's all resin. So I don't know what it was with the cat one that had some acrylic, but it did. So I don't know, probably not a big deal as long as they fit together. This one's so cute and I really like the colors. by the way, I did forget to say in all of these, I noticed they had, I don't know if they call it fairy dust in this one, but they do have the equivalent of fairy dust in all 3 of these kits, and there's like a ton of them. You can see right there. See, this one has 5 fairy dusts, and it even has the Z in front of it. Anyway, I think that's really, really cute. That bright blue, I'm really excited to work with, and that's fairy dust too. So yeah, I'm very impressed so far with their quality. The glue, the plastic, the canvas is very thick. The symbols, I don't show you on here, but the symbols are very clear too. See, I'm showing you right there that is resin, that these are all resin right here. Because none of them have the divot, and they have the very sharp edge that resin has. But okay, yeah, that's the Enablers Outpost. I'm excited to start on that. So this is Yellow Dog Designs, and I have heard so many things about these trays, and I had to try it. Especially this tray is very different from what I've tried before. And guys, I've been using it since, especially for my confetti kit, and I am so in love. I love it so much, and I'll show you why in a little bit, because it's a special kind. I'm probably gonna have to make sure that I know which is the one, but I think it says it on the side. The model is what I'm talking about. And by the way, that's a really cute dog sticker. And this is, I love that there's a little handwritten note. Thank you so much for supporting our small shop, Carrie and Doug. I hope you enjoy using your new tray, which, yes, Carrie and Doug, I'm very much enjoying my new tray. It's a very, very nice tray. It's probably, I really like my Bijou Bliss one, but this is definitely my favorite one quality-wise so far. Is it my favorite go-to for multi-placing? No, not at this point because of the way it is, but that's when I get one that is going to be only lines, and you'll see what I mean here in a second, then it will be. It will be, I already know. So, yeah, it comes with this stopper, but it also comes with this other stopper. Now, it comes with this stopper on the left, which makes it really nice because the drills don't get stuck in that corner right there. And it took me a while to figure this out. So this is just a regular stopper, which is really a nice one. It's really cool. And okay, sorry, this is the gold. It really is very metallic-y gold. And then do you see it has the grid? And I'll pop up the name of this too. It's the grid with the lines. So it's the hybrid one. I forget what it's called, but it's the hybrid one. And I have absolutely loved it for my confetti kit. And I'm sure I'll use it for single placing my Rose Library, my single placing challenge, because, okay, here you go. No, it's Yellow Dog Designs. I believe it says it on the side. I don't know. I'm going back to do more editing. I'm sure that I will pop it up. So if I forget, I'm sorry, and go ahead and message me, but I will also try to remember to link the exact product below. And it really didn't take that long to get to me, but it is so cool. So do you see that lid, the half lid? It's called the pouring lid. That's that one right there. And you put that over the top. I've been using it constantly. Like, you can keep it off, and then you get more of the line, which for multi-placing, which does make it really nice. So, but with the confetti kit that I've been working on with it, I just keep the pouring lid on because it does help when you empty out into like the art dot ones, which is the one I've been emptying it out into. It helps it not to spill as much, which is really nice because art dot is so difficult. So the art dot circular containers are so difficult to pour back into, but at least in my opinion, it's not my favorite. But I do love this tray. So here you go right here. I put the other stopper in, and then it just makes it so easy to pour into. Plus the way they have it set up in the inside, nothing gets stuck in any grooves or anything like that. It's just so, for lack of a word, like aerodynamic. That's not the right word, but it's like the aerodynamic feel of what a tray would be. So it's really cool. Oh, it's the extra large, definitely. And yeah, I don't remember what it's called. Like I said, I'll put it on there. So yeah, really cool. I've really, really loved working with this tray since opening it, because I did film this earlier in the week and I've definitely been using it since. So yeah, love it, love it. I highly, highly recommend this, and I will definitely at some point go back and get one that's the extra large, but just the lines, for a higher color blocking kit, which, gosh, guys, I honestly don't know how I can go back to any other tray that I've tried so far. This has definitely been my favorite, but the other ones still have a really special place in my heart. I just like the variety of different things you can do with different trays, And this one is just working so well for my confetti kit. But yeah, I feel like I don't go back and forth between trays very much. I also feel like I often will get a tray out and then I'll use it and use it and use it and use it until I decide to eventually switch something out, and then I'll use it. Even if there's another tray that works better for a certain kind of kit, I'm just too lazy to go switch it. Just keep going with the one I have. So yeah, okay, that is Yellow Dog Designs. Wonderful. I love it. I've already said that. Okay, moving on. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm so excited for this Simply Gilded box. This is the subscription box. This is the one for August, and it is called the North Cascades one, I think. Anyway, they got me with the fox. I've been wanting to do the subscription. I always do that, subscription. I've been wanting to do this subscription box from Simply Gilded because first off, I've been making some greeting cards, and that's actually a card, and this is the pen. But I've been making a greeting card. I'm part of a greeting card group where we make our own greeting cards and then we exchange. And so I was like, this is going to be perfect for September's greeting cards. So, okay, the pens, guys, from Simply Gilded. Also, I have had one before. I love the pens. And this one has this like ombre look to it. It's very high quality pen, and the way it writes is so jelly smooth. Like, wow, I just really like their pens. So I'm really excited. But yeah, so that was the pen, and then it came with that postcard thing that I don't know that I'll ever send that out anywhere. It's just too pretty. Okay, and this is the washi tape, which I'm going to leave for last because that's my favorite part. And just the box even, guys, is so pretty. I'm just like, how can besides this like accordion paper stuff, how could I throw any of this away? It's so beautiful. I mean, even like the box, I want to save it or keep it for something or collect them. I don't even know. It's not something like that should be worth collecting, but it is. It's just a box, but it's so dang cute. Okay, so there's also these stickers. I honestly don't know what all of these are for. I know it has to do a lot with like journaling or planning, like doing planners. And I think just stickers like this are just kind of decorative stickers, but they probably have something to do that's important. These bottom ones I think are for sealing envelopes. You can just put them down on an envelope and seal it that way. This is definitely for the planner, so it has a month's worth of the days of the week and the different patterns, which is really pretty. I'm not sure what these are down here. They're probably like date markers. I'm not sure. I don't do the ones on the very right are the months. I don't do a whole lot of journaling with this, but I really want to learn how, so I'm going to save these for something. These stickers though, my gosh, guys, they're so pretty, and they have the gilding to it, like no, it's not the filigree. Why am I spacing the name of what this is? Where it has the actual gold foil on it. So pretty. So here's another thing of stickers. There's some of this is stuff for like journaling too. You can see down here at the bottom the email stickers and all these. I don't know how to use a lot of these. I really want to look them up. And if you guys know of any good journaling YouTube creators that I could go follow, I would love to hear about that because I just don't know how to use much of this. I know these are definitely like the month days that, you'd put the dates. And then, yeah, more stickers for like email. And those are like, aren't those cute because they're like hearts? And then this is another sticker sheet, but this is like really thick stickers that are also translucent. And sometimes with sticker guys, I love the stickers so much. I'm like, I could never use this because then they'd be used. And then they wouldn't be on a sticker sheet together. But I'll probably use them on some of my cards that I'll be making for the card exchange, so that'll be fun. So guys, I'm so excited to do the washi tape. Washi tape is my favorite. I've been so obsessed with washi tape. Katie from Diamonds and Washi, when I first watched her videos, I was like, I get the diamond painting, but what's the washi tape? Like what does washi tape do? Like, it's just decorative tape, and I feel like you just waste tape. And oh my gosh, washi tape is life now. I get it, Katie, I get it. Okay, anyway, I'm so excited to open these. Look how cute that box is. And, yeah, I've already seen these now at this point, but remember thinking how excited I was. So here are the first two right here. And there's actually a third one that kind of goes with it, but it has kind of like the, I forget what it's called, but the sparkle edging, the glitter edging. And I use that so much now with my card making. I love this type. And I love the plaid. It's so pretty. It's perfect. And that little one that goes with it, but it doesn't have the sparkle on it, that smaller one. I'm just trying to see if any of these others match. So these three kind of go together. I mean, they all go together. They all match with each other, but yeah. And now this one, it's kind of hard to tell because it's a little bit translucent. It's kind of wrapped around itself, so the tape behind does definitely show through, but it's a campsite with these golden trees turning fall and some just really pretty kind of landscape tape. And this is the one with the birds, which is really beautiful too. Kind of has like a pink and orange ombre, and I love this one so much too because the fox is adorable, sitting there in like its little sitting pose with the gilded flowers. And this one's probably my favorite one because this is the fox running through this fall forest and the Cascades Mountains, and oh my gosh, I don't even know if I would use this one. I just want to keep it because it's gorgeous. And then this is the other kind of landscapey one, which is just a mountain with a lake and the trees in the background. And yeah, okay, that's it, guys. There's the 4 companies right here. We have the Enablers, Outpost. Oh gosh, my fingers are going too fast, but yeah, all these different ones. And I have to say I made a really, really awesome haul. I love each and every one of these. Besides the caddy, I love the idea of it, but like I said, they did refund me for that, and every other thing in here is just amazing. And yeah, haul videos are fun, small shop haul videos. I probably won't do them super often, but I do feel like this is I did my first 2 pretty in good succession of each other. So yeah, that's it. And thank you guys so much for joining me. Don't forget to hit that like button on your way out if you made it this far. Don't forget to comment on which you thought was the most fun. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.